Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. We are here, a new season of Real Housewives of Potomac. I've been looking forward to it, but after episode one, it was too much Robyn. Too much Robyn, too much of this hotel receipt, too much of everybody, let's get together and get this storyline on camera. Y'all a season late, and I don't care. I really don't care. I'm hoping we just have to get through this part because Andy must like Robyn and is willing to give her a second chance, and they ain't fire her. My recommendation. But oh, what's wrong with my split screen? Don't worry about that right now, Angie. I have this one screen, so we're gonna work with it. Okay. They didn't fire Robyn like I recommended, so here we are. We gotta talk about stuff that happened 3 years ago, 2 years ago, however long ago. Get it out there. We all know Juan doesn't care about Robyn. I don't want to say care. He probably loves Robyn, but he loves other women too. He loves to do things because the clincher of it all for me, let's just go ahead and get into the episode. Robyn and Juan are having this conversation about the hotel receipt. It's funny when you listen to this. Juan is like, I help homeless people all the time. I'm always giving a homeless person $20 to get some food or something. So, she lost her wallet. I felt bad. I wanted to help her. In none of I don't even want to go back into it because we already had these conversations, but none of it makes sense. But the clincher of it all was Robyn was like, well, you paid for the room. Did you hit? And Juan was like, I don't find her attractive. Like that's ever stopped a man before. That didn't. Whatever. Like even Robyn knows you hit it. And I'm sure you admitted to it off camera. I don't know why y'all just don't admit to this stuff on camera and say, look, I let Juan do whatever he want to do as long as he come home to me. I don't know. It's a lot of women. It's a lot of women. Y'all probably know 2 or 3 women in y'all lives that are like that. They men could go out there and do whatever they want as long as they come home to them. It's a whole song talk. I'm over it. But then the next part, she's embarrassed that he's going out with Coach Bree to do laundry and get his nails done. But he did make an emphasis to say that I find Coach Bree attractive, though. So Coach Bree is the one he's screwing. Look. It's enough of Robyn and Juan's relationship. They need to be 100% honest, or I'd rather Robyn just not bring it up. Like all of these ladies, and I'm happy by the end of the episode, some of the ladies finally admitted to their delusions, like Ashley. I've had to come on camera and make up lies for Michael to save face for myself, but now I don't want to save face for him anymore. Charisse admitted to it, like I knew what he was out there doing, but I love the lifestyle and I didn't want to believe. Charisse's story is so sad. Charisse's story is really sad because there's a lot of women out there who are so used to the lifestyle, the access to these men. Like she probably, Charisse was in charge of the girls, as they called it, because her husband was like the coach of the team. Like everybody looked up to Charisse, but Charisse knew what her husband was out there was doing, and she chose to be delusional to the point where the man left her. Charisse never had that aha moment of getting the self-esteem to say, I don't deserve this. How dare you keep treating me like this? Hey, Charles. She never had that moment to be like, F you, I'm out. She sat in her delusions until the man left her. And I feel like that's what's going to happen to Robyn. Like Robyn's going to sit there with Juan because for whatever reason, that's the man she wants. And that's her choice. Who cares? It ain't none of my man. I'm not going to sit up here and get more angry than Robyn is getting. That's her husband. And if she's cool with it, It ain't my man, so I don't care. But I do feel like it's gonna be sad when instead of Robyn, because I felt like by the end of this, her friends were trying to help her find her self-esteem. They weren't really hell, a true friend would be like, leave his ass. He's embarrassing you. What are you getting from this? You making the money now, girl. Leave him. But I feel like that's when Robyn will wake up, is when Juan is finally like, okay, I'm tired of lying and cheating. I just want to go be with Coach Bree. Allegedly. I don't know. Hey, Charles, they sell their souls for a soft bed. They do. They do. And Robyn, you're the star of it now. Like, yeah, Juan played basketball, but shit, I ain't know. I did not know who Juan Dixon was until you strolled up on Real Housewives of Potomac. You're the one that people know now. You're the reality star now. I don't want to star lightly, but you're the known personality now, Robyn. Like, find you some self-esteem, girlfriend. But anyway, moving on, because that was too much of them. I don't even want to go back into all the lies. They repeated all the lies. And she sounded so stupid sitting up here letting this man, the story sounds so silly. It has to be true. No, it sounds so silly that it's a lie, girl. It's a lie. They kind of touched on the Coppin State job. You know, they touched on he's not working anymore. Juan says he's not working anymore because he lost too many basketball games. I mean, coaches get fired for that every day, but we know why you got fired. You got fired because it was some kind of SA blackmailing. I don't forgot the whole case. Something with pictures and your coach and a student who you have first priority is to your students came to you, told you what was going on, and you failed to report. Now the lawsuit is still out there. I'm sure Robyn and Juan will not comment on this situation until the lawsuit is over. Is the lawsuit over? Or do we know he just got fired? I don't know. I don't care. It's too much Robyn and Juan for me. Can we get on to some other people? Okay. Wendy, Karen, Candace show up to have a lunch, pretty much to talk about the Juan situation and why they was waiting for me to bring it up. You should look. If the first half of this season is going to be about addressing the mistakes and the untold truths of last season, I'm going to be checked out. Like, this needs to be it. Episode 1. What's fresh? What's new? What's going on next? Robyn did not tell her story last season. I don't want to. Y'all done already been through all of this over Twitter. We drag Robyn. What is Juan doing right now? And whatever it is that he's doing, if he's cheating, let that man cheat in peace. If his wife don't care, why do you? A previous player became an assistant coach, then blackmailed the new player into having sex with him on camera. Yeah, I knew it was something about that, but I know the biggest thing was Juan didn't report it. He failed to report because he had no part in the sexual situation. He just failed to report. And I believe the school failed to do something. Like, everybody let this student down. Everybody let this student down if his accusations are true. Everyone dropped the ball with him, and I hope that student get his money. And I hope everybody lose their job if the charges are true. But anyway, I don't care nothing about what Candace and them was talking about this table. Like I said, too much Robyn, too much Juan. Wendy, stay out of Marlo's closet. That red fan outfit you had on Wendy was a mess. And I don't know what you ladies do. Y'all be slaying on Instagram. Y'all look so good on Instagram. And then they put a real camera in y'all face and y'all look a mess. Because, Candace. I can't wait to talk about Candace. Let's get on. Who's next? Oh, the ladies want to know if Robyn really got married because they ain't seen no marriage certificate. I said, I know Robyn ain't out here like Kenya. Because if you ask me, Kenya is not divorced because she ain't got no marriage to get divorced from. I ain't never seen nobody take 10 years to divorce somebody that they ain't never spent a second with. They ain't never lived at the same address. Why is it taking you 10 years to get divorced, Kenya? But I'm going to move on because this is not Atlanta. What else I write in my notes? Okay. Ashley's house. Let me keep up with the comments. Y'all, if y'all see me squinting, as you can see, I have my contacts on today, not my glasses. And when I tell you I was at work, I couldn't see jack. But I had did my makeup so cute, I refused to plop these contacts out and put my glasses on. I'm a mess. I know it. But I can't see. Yeah, we don't care about Robyn. I agree. Hey, DM Rocks. Hey, Eric. And you see, I'm trying to go like this. A mess. I could have popped my glasses on for this live. Oh, you went to BravoCon. I can't wait to hear about it. I know you will be in all the lives telling me about it, DM Rocks. I can't wait to hear about BravoCon. Okay, this not going to be a long review either because, like I said, this is a very much let's set up the season episode. So we ain't got too much to talk about. Ashley has a new house and it has more of a by the sea, like what do they call it? Nautical. That kind of feel. I like your house, Ashley. 2.2 million. Good luck, girl. I hope Bravo paying you well. I was more concerned about them kids standing on that counter and one of the brothers snatching his little brother up by the wrist onto this counter. And I'm like, girl, you let your kids put their feet on the counter. I mean, I'm sure you Cloroxed it off real good, but I was more concerned about that. I didn't care nothing about what Ashley talking about. All I learned from Ashley was she got this $2.2 million house. She ain't leaving Michael because she might be in the wheel. So she just going to hold out and see if she gets something when, because sorry to say he is older than her, but when Michael passes, maybe she might get a little bit of coin then because she not getting no coin in the divorce. So that's all I learned from Ashley. So we can move on. Oh, Lord. The next up was Giselle. What I put in this paper about Giselle? Giselle is not dating this man. I ain't even write his name down. I don't know this man. I didn't watch his original show, but I know chemistry when I see it. I saw zero chemistry, like zero. Like what really told it for me that these two are not dating, screwing, kissing, hugging, nothing. Giselle bent her whole ass in this man's face and he didn't even go like, nothing. He ain't try to pat it, nothing. He was still slicing up tuna for his sushi. I'm like, you ain't screwing this man, Giselle. I don't care what your kids say. Yeah, he might come over to visit and make a little bit of pasta, but ain't nothing going on in that barn of a bedroom you have. Nothing is going on over there. What I would like to see from Giselle this season, I know it's just episode 1, is her daughter is a senior and she's getting ready to go. She's already down there at FAMU. I should not be this emotional. I don't know. Maybe I should. I don't know. But like college send-off is a very emotional thing that we really haven't seen on the television. And I feel like I could relate to Giselle through that. That's it. Because I understand the emotions of sending your child off to college and, they've been living with you. And I know my son is a junior. I should be used to it. I should be used to sending himself off to school. But every time he leaves the house, I'm just like, oh, I miss him. So I would love to see more of Giselle and the girls. That's the only time I like Giselle is when she with her daughters. I would love to see more of that. And, her going through the emotions of getting ready to get Grace down there to Tallahassee for college. I would like to see that. But other than that, I don't care nothing about Giselle. You already know Giselle sitting over there in her cage. I don't know why I wrote I miss cheeks in my notes. I really do. I'm an emotional. I don't know. What the comments say, I can't see. On the panel of Atlanta, a person asked Sheree which man is a scrub, and Sheree said Mark. And Kenya said, that's the father of my child. Keep it cute. Look, Mark is a scrub. But hell, Bob is worse. At least Kenya know all of Mark's kids. At least ain't none of Mark's kids strolling up on the scene and like surprise your siblings. No more Atlanta. No more Atlanta. No, focus on Potomac. Cause see, if I was Kenya, I would have dragged Sheree because she want to say Mark, but you sitting up here with Martell, Bob, and the secret baby. Who else? Tyrone, who left you sitting out in the cold. Sheree, you're a scrub. But let's move on. Let's move on. Mia is now in 1,500 square feet. And I just sat back and thought, because I had, and I don't mean no shade to nobody who living in 1,500 square feet. It's just not for me. Because I recall when I first moved to Memphis and I moved into my husband's bachelor's pad, whatever, before we got our house. And his house was only 1,400 square feet. And mind you, my apartment in Atlanta was 1,600 square feet. And so it was me and my son in a 3-bedroom apartment in Atlanta moving into a 3-bedroom house that's 1,400 square feet. I lost my mind. I can't imagine going. How much money did G lose? Because I can't imagine going from 11,000 square feet. Where did you put all that stuff? To 1,500. I can't imagine it. I see why Mia left your ass. I'm not living in a shoebox neither. If she make enough money on Bravo to go at least get her little 4,000, like little house like Ashley's, something. G was depressed. I can understand. I want to know why he got fired too. I want to know why the brothers kicked him out of what I thought was a business he started. I feel like I don't allegedly, I don't know if it was nothing down to the books because see, wasn't nobody thinking about y'all auditing y'all books to make sure Mia wasn't being fraudulent. I felt like that was some shade. And if you wouldn't have brought up, oh yeah, we brought in the auditors and none of the money was missing. So until Mia started saying all that, I was like, girl, you know you stole that money. What audit did you pay off? Allegedly. I don't know, but whatever. I don't care nothing about that. Now, Candace, I don't, and I love a sparkly headband, and I love to be dramatic and wear something that's all the way out the way just to make a statement. But that headband looked a mess. That headband was bigger than your head. Candace. Candace is having a picnic with Chris. You know, they throwing a little bit of shade, and then she talking about her tours. But girl, you doing all this touring and not making no money. From what I learned in the music industry, and mind you, I don't know much about the music industry, but from what I've heard of the artists, is you already don't make no money off of these streams. Ain't no record sales, streams, whatever. If you ain't the writer or the producer of the songs or the beats, you really ain't making no coins. So you going out there on tour to make your money. But if you out here touring and not making no money, what you doing this for? I mean, it's your dream, girl, and I hope you get to the point where you can start making some money. But I'm with Chris. You don't need no background dancers. You ain't doing no 2-steps. What you need some background dancers to do? I could stand up there and do a 2-step with you, Candace. Y'all ain't doing that much to be doing all this dancing and Angie, move on. Because like I said, I don't know that much about the music business. Maybe you do have to go on tour a couple of times before you start making money. But I always thought the tour is where the money was at. She's talking about her friendship with Robyn. And let me tell you something, Candace. I tell you this every season. And I'm hoping this is the last season I have to tell you. The only person Robyn cares about is Giselle. She is not your friend. And you will be so much happier on this show when you realize none of these ladies are your friends. Like, especially not Robyn. Okay, let's get to Robyn's tough love party. Charles, you laughing at me, but I'm sure after the live, some point, Charles will tell me the true tea with the music business. But hell, I don't understand what you're doing it for if you're not making no money. But back to Robyn, this is the last scene, the tough love party. Now, I wrote in my notes, if you ask me, this is a scene that Todd set up to bring us the bullshit because this scene is 2 years too late. Like, I don't care. I really don't care. But I did appreciate at least Charisse and Ashley being open and honest about some of the infidelities in their past relationships, trying to tell Robyn it's okay. You can be honest. Robyn's never going to be honest with a camera in her face. Paywall, no paywall. She's never going to be honest with a camera in her face. Now, if y'all was just sitting around having some champagne, she might have broke down and cried on your shoulder and told y'all the true tea. But she's never going to be honest to us at home. And it ain't in our business because we're going to believe what we want to believe. And I already said, let that man cheat in peace. Now, what else went on? Now, it was a moment where Giselle piped up and said, you know, this sound like some bullshit, Robyn. This is the F Juan moment. Like, yeah, you supposed to say F you get. What got me is Robyn said, I told Juan to get out the house. And Giselle was like, did he leave? No. She ain't tell that man to get out the house. Because I'm telling you, when a woman is fed up and she tell you to get out, you getting out the house. If I got to call the 911, I got to call my cousin. If I got to fuss, fight, kick, scream, throw everything out the front door, you getting out the house one way or the other, especially if it's the house I paid for. Because Robyn, we know Juan ain't got no job. So he ain't got no authority where he don't pay a bill. What else I wrote? Juan asked Robyn, not really asked, but told Robyn he's going to the nail shop with Coach Bree to get his nails done. And Robyn was like, that's his friend. I don't want to stop him from hanging out with his friend. And I'm like, yo, man can't go to the nail shop alone. Now, I ain't got a problem with a man going to get their nails or feet done. My husband go get his feet done at least once a month. And I'm thankful that he does that. He could go. He ain't here. He could go every 2 weeks if you ask me. But he go get his feet done once a month. But he ain't got to go with nobody. That ain't no friendship moment. Let's go get... Robyn, let Robyn play the fool by herself. Robyn says her joy was stolen, but Juan wasn't the one who stole her joy. We at home on the Twitter, our fingers stole all her joy. Girl, like I said, everybody quit talking about it. Quit talking about it. She doesn't care. I don't care. And I don't hate you, Robyn, so I ain't going to make you feel bad. I ain't going to kick you while you down. But if you start kicking other people, no, I am going to kick you while you down because you on that bullshit talking about with Chris. Oh, girl, I saw enough evidence to where Candace needs to look out in her marriage. Girl, how you can see what's going on in Candace's marriage, but you can't see the whole boulder that's bumping you in your forehead in your own marriage. So you're right. We gonna continue to drag you, Robyn, because see, when people know it's some cheatation going on in their life and they mind in their business, and you want everybody to mind their business and let your husband cheat in peace, let whatever Chris and Candace got going on, let them do it in peace too. Shut up. And then I wrote, the last thing I wrote, because, you know, Robyn looked like she was ready to break down, start crying, having this conversation with her girlfriends. I said, I can't wait for Candace, Mia, Karen. Oh, I can't wait for Karen to have some questions. Because if you thought this little conversation with your friends broke you down, oh, wait till Wendy gets to ask a question. I can't wait for Wendy to ask something. Rob I already talked about, she told him to get out. He didn't get out. A little piece of me feels bad for Robyn. I did feel bad for Robyn until I reminded myself of how she just did Candace. So I don't feel bad for her no more. And I said, she just waiting for the last time to be the last time. And we all... I ain't going to say no names. No names, but I believe we all have a friend who partners stay cheating, just cheat, and they just waiting for that last cheatation to be their last one, and they finally leave the streets alone. They ain't gonna never leave them streets alone, girl. You gonna have to leave, or you gonna be sitting up looking a fool like Sharice, putting up with all this bullshit for him to tiptoe out on you. And that's it. It's time for the Big Brother Live. Let me go through these last comments. I can't see them no way. Yeah, we know Robyn is dumb and delusional. I don't want to listen to Carlos King or Heavenly. I'm sorry, Inga. I listen to clips. Like, give me the cliff notes of what Carlos King be over there talking about, because, and I'm not a Married to Medicine fan, so I don't care nothing about Dr. Heavenly. Robyn will never leave Juan unless he probably has a baby outside the marriage. And he ain't gonna have no baby outside the marriage because he don't seem too concerned about the two he got. Anyway, that's it, y'all. It's gonna be a hell of a season. If anything, I'm just gonna get to drag Robyn and Giselle. Let me pull Giselle out right now. Just Giselle is behaving herself. Giselle is behaving herself, so she gets a nice pat on the head. But I know it's coming. The day is coming when I'm gonna have to pull Giselle out and drag her by her feet and her tail. But anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to get into a Big Brother chat up next. We're just gonna talk about the upcoming forecast of a winter season. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I personally vote no, but we're gonna talk about it, and then I'm gonna get a relax for the rest of the day because work took me out. But anyway, you all, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I appreciate your support. I'm going to try to be enthusiastic this season because I've learned from older YouTubers that people enjoy what you enjoy. So I'm going to try to make myself enjoy this show, y'all. If anything, we just go have fun laughing at these ladies. All right. Talk to y'all later next week. Bye.